I'm Laura Vitale. On this episode of Laura in the Kitchen, I'm going to show you how I make my fried sweet zeppole. I know, they've been crazy requested, so I'm very excited to show them to you. And my recipe is super simple and easy. It requires just a couple ingredients. I'm not kidding, a couple ingredients, which I'm sure you probably already have on hand. And let's get to them. The first ingredient you're going to use at the base of the recipe is some pizza dough, and I'll explain about this in a little bit. And then as a topping, I'm going to use confectioner's sugar, granulated sugar, and cinnamon sugar. Now, traditional zeppole are made with a dough very similar to a pâte à choux, which is what you make cream puffs out of, which I will show you that in a different episode. But for tonight, we're going to make this one that I'm very, very used to. It's very close to my heart because it's what my grandmother makes, it's what my mom makes. So this is the recipe, it's my go-to recipe, and everybody loves it. I'm sure if you've lived in an Italian household, someone in your family has made them with pizza dough. I'm pretty sure of it. So to make them, you're going to get, of course, either a deep fryer filled up with vegetable oil and bring up to 375. If you don't have a deep fryer, you can always just take a big pot, fill it halfway up with vegetable oil, put a thermometer in there, make sure it's up to 375, and then you've got yourself, a fryer. So now that we have that, I'm just going to get my pizza dough off my plate here, and I want to just have a little bit of flour on it so it doesn't stick, but I don't want to have a ton of flour because if I do, then it's just going to burn into the oil. So I'm just going to flatten this out, punch out any bubbles, flatten this like so, and then I'm going to take my pizza cutter, cut strips. I'm going to take each strip and cut little pillows out of them, as I call them. These are going to puff up, so if you think they're too small now, they will puff up and they'll be the perfect bite size. So just go ahead and cut all of them out. Here we go. Now, I'm going to put these right on my basket. My little deep fryer, it's got like a little handle you can put your basket up to. Just going to fill these up. Not too much, you don't want them to stick to each other, so I'm probably going to end up doing 2 batches. Drop this in. And those are going to bubble up and fry for about 3 to 4 minutes, and then you just want to I'm going to take a slotted spoon and move them around to make sure they get cooked on all sides. And then once those are cooked, I'm going to put them on a paper towel lined plate just to catch any extra oil before we coat them. Now this is my first batch, and my second batch is still going, but these need to be coated while they're hot. So for now, I just drain them on this paper towel lined plate, and they're really hot. So right now I'm just going to coat them in this sugar because granulated sugar really is my favorite topping for these. But you can also do a glaze for them, like I said. It's completely up to you, but these are like the traditional ones. And all Zeppoles are like little bite-sized Italian donuts. That's really all they are, and they're so good. You know what's really good is, I don't know if you've ever heard of them, but they're called graffie, which is the traditional Italian donut, which I'll show you guys in a different episode because that's a long one. So I have the plain sugar. Let's do the confectioner sugar for these couple ones that I have left over here. Just coat them all around like such. Shake off any excess. And then for that batch that we still have cooking up, I'll do some cinnamon sugar and some more granulated sugar because they're my favorite. Second batch is done. Just shaking this off onto the paper towel lined plate just to remove any excess oil. Move them around, pat them around a little bit. You gotta move quickly, like I said, because the sugar only sticks when they're really hot. So just whatever coating you like, just toss them around, pop them up on that. Very end, we're going to do the cinnamon sugar. Whoa, it smells good. As soon as those hot zeppole hit the cinnamon sugar, you can smell the cinnamon. Here we go. Woo! I lost one, but I didn't. I recovered. Now I'm going to take one of these, which I'm going to take this one because, like I said, plain sugar is my favorite. Oh yeah. Brings me back to a time when I was this big and eating all of these wouldn't have made a difference on my body. Oh well. I'm going in for another. You get this recipe and others? Go to www.laurinthekitchen.com. See you next time. Hot, but good.